Yes, so good day and welcome once again to the talk. It's always a pleasure being here. I am always happy to be here. Now, today is a wonderful day. Yes, it is cloudy, and a few days ago we had some kind of weather. Well, I guess rain and breeze, and people said that it is a category 1 hurricane. Yes. So I heard some people lost their roof. Couple trees did fell in certain areas, but we are here. Nobody lost their life, and we will be happy that we are here today to celebrate a wonderful day, a day created by our Elohim. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. So today, as we look at the banana leaf, we see what are you serving today? What are you serving these days? Now, when we look around us these days, what actually do we see? Seriously, you know, just take a look at this world and tell me, what do you see? I'll tell you what I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is people are self-serving. You know, people are filled with the pride of life. People are so proud about their achievements. They bask in their material success. you know and with all that success that is happening in this world today, we still got people starving and people that are hungry, and all form of wickedness is happening in this world today. But I'm gonna ask this: is it new? No, it is not new. It seems as if it's always been like this. And the fact that it has always been like this, at this point in our world history, we should have been doing better than that already. What we have here is materialism, witchcraft, everything that goes against the rules of our Elohim. Now, let us take a look back for a moment in the time of the Tower of Babel, when everybody were united. Okay? People were united, people were thinking together. People come up with an idea and everybody seems to, I do believe, support that idea. As a result of that, with the wickedness in man's heart, man decided to build a tower, maybe a building, or because they want to reach the sky, reach the heavens. All in a nutshell, what they were doing was going against our Elohim. So as a result of this kind of wickedness and foolishness, the tower came tumbling down by the will of the Most High Yah, and everybody were given maybe different languages, to spread out across the face of the earth, because they could not really communicate with each other. So if you find somebody you could communicate with, then you communicate with that person and you build a society. So it was like total confusion. Well, is Babel mean confusion, Babylon mean confusion. Okay? And those days everybody was into themselves. self-serving, you know, trying to reach the kind of level of divinity, you know. Well, and ages coming down up to this day, we find the same thing happening constantly. Now, fast forward, we are here today, and what is happening right now? We are living in a world that is full of materialism. Everybody is struggling every day to reach the peak of the material success. Countries are crushing countries. Nations are trying to crush other nations so that they could stay on top. You know, they could be, or they would like to be the supreme nation on the face of the earth. Sounds familiar? Good. But then on the other hand, you find that everybody who I meet, or the majority of people who I meet or who I conversate with, have a different opinion. You know, a different way of looking at things, whether the way a country should run, the way you deal with people. Everybody just basically, or the majority of people just have difference in opinions. If you happen to go on online, or let's say normal Facebook, Instagram, wherever you do, you will see everybody coming with some form of influence, some form of theory as to how the world should be, how you should guide or direct your life. You know, they have a new name for witchcraft now, influencers. You know, that is our next faction of witches and wizards. But anyway, so you find that everybody is trying to impose themselves on each other. Witchcraft. Everybody is trying to implement their self on other people, their theories on other people, what comes up in their mind on other people. Everybody is doing that. Doesn't that sound familiar? That sounds like confusion to me. Okay? People are self-serving because people looking at themselves like if they are the ultimate. You know, after them, there wouldn't be anybody else. You understand? They are everything. The world and the sun goes around them. You know? They are the axis on which the world moves. So you find that we have those kind of things happening, and even our youths, you know, trying to go viral on Instagram. Everybody want to be a superstar. Everybody want to be in the limelight. Everyone want to be separate from the others with their nakedness, you know, and their wickedness. Everybody want to be like that. That is satanic. You see, that is satanic, and that had been going on for centuries. The scripture say, nothing under the sun is new. What we are experiencing now, what we are seeing right now, it had been going on forever. You know, basically. But then the scripture was always there to guide people away from all this wickedness. But you don't pay no heed. You see, most people, or the majority of people, sell their soul to materialism. You know, people searching for things to worship other than themselves. Most people, or the majority of people, find it in materialism. Wealth, monies. If you're You use yourself, you worship yourself, and then you use yourself to get money to buy other things to worship. Wood and stone and pan and metal. Those are the things that the majority of the world is serving right now. Materialism, everything, Satanism. Why not take a stand and seek our Elohim and see how beautiful it is, to have that relationship with our Elohim? Why people can't see that? You could have all this monies and material things, is not the answer. Your pain wouldn't go away. Monies would not drive the pain away. You understand? People who have plenty monies got real stress, just like the people who don't have. You could have the money, just don't drive the pain away. You don't have to be worshipping material things, because it would lead nowhere. It's temporary. Okay? So ask yourself, what am I serving? Let me tell you something. In my life, I had a lot of things I used to be serving. Whether it is money, whether it is cigarette, whether it is marijuana, whether it whatever. When you wake up in the morning and you realize that you cannot do without certain things which you should be able to do without it. During the course of the day, it's like something is itching you to go get it, to eat or to smoke or to do. Once you realize that is happening to you, then you are a slave to something. As a result, you are actually serving whatever you are a slave to. So when you do your introspection, you ask yourself those questions. You look within yourself and you see, what are you serving? And then the mission you're supposed to be on after you discover what you're serving is to get rid of it. Free yourself from that. Because there is a life. There is a great life, people, after smoking cigarette. There is a great life after smoking weed. There is a great life after doing all this fornication. There is a great life, after all this drunkenness and wickedness and hatred. There is a great life after that. Most of you might just be in that particular situation where you get all tangled up in a whole set of bad habits and stuff like that. And then you are there just wallowing in there, just hoping and praying that one day you'll be able to get out. You have to make that effort. And most of the time, you make that effort through the strength and inspiration of the Most High. Yeah. So we have to find ourselves in these situations and make it work for us with the strength of our Elohim. That is what we're supposed to be concentrating on. Not fighting for pants and shirt and money and car and house and boss. No. We're not supposed to be doing that. That is there. If you have to get it in your life, you'll get it. You're not supposed to be fighting for it. Like I just always tell people, if it is yours and you have to fight for it, or if you think it is yours and you have to fight for it, then I'll tell you what, it's not yours. You're not supposed to fight for what is yours. What is yours would always be yours. It doesn't matter. But most of us, kicking against the pricks, swimming against the tide, fighting and struggling to do things that go against our nature. Yes, in this world today. Seeking self-service, seeking the approval of people. Let people look at us and compliment us with our great achievements materially. And then you die. And then what good did it do for you? Did you, are you going with it? Did you go with it? No. But then when you die, you have to face our Elohim. So the question is, what did you do here for our Elohim? You see, you have to know what you're serving, who you're serving. In this pigsty we're living in right now, and we call it palace. You understand? We have to know. And if your business in this life is to get approval from people, what this person would think, what they would say, what they would say in the church, what they would say in the club, what they would say there about me if I make certain decisions. If you're gonna live your life like that, then you have to break away from that, because you're serving them. You're a slave to them. All I'm asking you is to free yourself from that. You don't have to go around with yourself half cocked and your head in the air and you don't care about people. You don't have to do that. No. All you gotta do is just tell the Most High, hey, let me be the person you wanna be. And don't allow anybody to stand in my way of being the person who you created me to be. And then you free yourself. It doesn't matter whether it is mother, father, friend, auntie, cousin, whosoever should not be able to stop it. Because I will tell you this. This world, the thing that is happening is so crazy that if you don't follow certain things that people say you should follow, they keep you enemy. My friend, let me tell you something. Once you find your way and you know this is the true way, it doesn't matter. You have to leave everybody. When it comes down to what is truth, when it comes down to what is right and correct, what makes you happy, what elevates your spirit towards the Most High or Elohim, what pleases your heart, nothing should stand in your way. It's as simple as that. Nothing should stand in your way. But if you are being kept back because of what people might think, then you have a serious problem. And then what should be yours at that time might not turn out to be yours after that time. The truth of the matter is you have to recognize it. If you doesn't recognize it, then you are still asleep. You are living in bondage and you are comfortable maybe in bondage, but we have to struggle to get out from it. That is what the world is. With all these material things, with all these distractions, that is bondage for us. That is bondage. That is bondage for our soul. You can't strive. You just can't enjoy the cool breeze without in the back of your mind thinking about what this person will say if I do this. What is possible? Watch, look. Just let it go. Just let it go. Man, I'll tell you this. If you see somebody you want to be with and serve the Most High, in the process, and you might be in some church or something where all these people nice and dress up, whatever they do, and you want to have to walk away from these places, walk away. Walk away. Experience freedom for once in your life now. Experience it. Don't follow these material things, man. This self-serving way of life. This worshipping of wood and stone and metal, concrete and blocks and stuff you're worshipping. Don't be like the merchant that have all these things in his barn and beating his hand on his chest and say, oh, he have so much. That is not what you're coming for. No, the Most High didn't put you here for that. You know, the Most High put you here to serve Him. That's your duty. And if serving Him means you have to leave parents, you have to leave family, you have to eat 1 grain of fig a day to serve the Most High, then you have to do it. Remember, you can't serve 2 masters. You have to let it go. Yeah. So my question still remains. What are you serving these days? Ask yourself that. What are you serving? Who are you serving? Just ask yourselves that. Am I serving my job? You know, am I serving house? Am I serving this? I'm not serving that. Think about the things that is foremost in your thoughts. The things that you do involuntarily. Before you go think about it, you're doing it. You have no control over it. Think about all those things and ask yourself, what are you serving? We have to be very careful. There is a lot of gods out here. Yes, deities. Deities of stone, deities of wood, deities of metal, deities of clothes, cotton. Yes, plenty. And then we have our Elohim. Think about that and choose wisely. Have a wonderful day. Be at peace. I will most definitely and gladly see you in another video. Have a great day.